This is the Windows Surface tablet that I bought many years ago. Really loved it, and it's really fun using this. I was surprised that I could run Skyrim on it. It's not really top tier model, but it was decent at the time. Didn't really need it to edit any photos or videos because back then I didn't know how. I didn't have the need. Mainly it was for web browsing and doing very simple works, word processing and making website and stuff. And indeed I used this tablet to make a website for the Airbnb apartment that I worked for. So I was very happy with with how I used it and how it served me. But unfortunately, the screen. Now the Windows choices of screen is like a glass, and it's very fragile, very easy to fracture. And indeed, one day I just woke up. I fell asleep next to this tablet, and when I woke up, there's a crack across the screen. You probably can't see it very well, but yeah, there's a crack along the screen here, like a smiley face. So obviously it's my fault that I broke the screen. But what happens is when you turn on, and the touch screen will just touch along the crack itself, so you cannot use it anymore because it doesn't register your input anymore. It just keeps registering the crack, the input from along the crack, which is super duper annoying. Basically renders touch screen useless. So yeah, I managed to disable the touch screen and still used it for a while as a normal shitty laptop, because without touch screen this configuration is actually really low compared to the same price what you can get from just a standard laptop. So that was a disappointment. I'm really disappointed by the screen design, because if you have a phone, like an iPhone or Samsung, any phone, if you crack the screen, you can still use it, no problem. It looks ugly, right? It looks like a spider web on the screen, but it still works, still functions. But on this tablet, with this glass, it just doesn't work. Any crack happens, it's completely just broken. You cannot use touch screen anymore. So yeah, that's a huge flaw by Windows, and they still use this kind of screen right now. And to replace the screen, it costs like almost half of what the tablet itself cost. So there's no point repairing it through official channel, and I don't trust a third party to repair it. So I never got it repaired. I just used it as a really low-end laptop. All right, so that's the first ever tablet experience. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, something like this happens, and yeah, had to put it away for many years. Never used it again. And then I bought this one. This is something from Amazon I bought. It's called a Chewy. It's like a 2-in-1 laptop thing. It has pretty low build quality. It doesn't feel premium. The tablet itself is very thick and heavy, so yeah, it's not that great. And when I turn it on and I try to run something like just simply viewing YouTube videos, it just too slow. It doesn't even load YouTube videos that fast somehow. I think it doesn't have very good Wi-Fi receptor maybe, or something like that. But overall it's just really shitty 2-in-1 shitty laptop that basically scamming money. You can't do anything with this because it's just too slow. And yeah, I really regret this purchase. But I should have returned it right away, but somehow kept it. And yeah, I should have returned this piece of garbage. Or never buy anything like a no-name Chinese brand. Never buy this kind of stuff, please. This is terrible. So moving on to the next. I got the Surface Book from eBay. It's a used model, so it costs less than new ones. I spent 900 euros on this one, It's very good, very elegant, beautiful. It's like a laptop, and the keyboard feels really good. It's basically like a laptop, but with a detachable screen, and you can use this as a tablet, standalone tablet as well. So touchscreen is really, really nice. And what happened with this is after 2 years of usage, the battery started to swollen. Basically, maybe you can't see it very well right now because I haven't used it for like a month. I put it away, but the screen is bulging. So I got a little bit scared because I read something online that the battery could explode or catch on fire if it starts to swollen. So I just wiped the whole laptop and put it away after 2 years usage. I really enjoyed it. And mostly I use this to watch YouTube and do basic works, typing, reading and stuff. No heavy usage, even though it can run some basic photo and video editing software. I did manage to edit my vlogs during my trip to Copenhagen. So that's the only time I actually use this for video editing. But other times, it's just not efficient, not as efficient as a desktop. It can't really run Davinci Resolve, so I don't really. That is my main software, so I can't really use this. So yeah, that was that. So I put it away after the battery problem. And moving on to the current tablet is a Samsung Tab A8. It's a low-end tablet, budget tablet, but it actually works super duper well. Very smooth, and the screen is small. The display color is not as accurate, not as pleasing as the Surface Book, but it is pretty, very, very convenient, very practical if you can overlook the display. Disadvantage, tablet itself is very nice and elegant. I added this casing to protect him, and yeah, I just use it to browse websites and watch YouTube videos and process some documents, simple works, just like how I use the other tablets, except this time it costs only 200 something, like 240 euros something, around that price point. It's very, very cheap compared to a 900 euro Surface Book. I mean, it does pretty much 99% of the work at a fraction of a cost. So I should have gone for just a legit, real standalone tablet in the first place instead of spending a lot of money on Microsoft Surface product that are overpriced and not nearly as powerful as I thought. Unless you spend thousands of euros to buy really top tier, top end, high-end product, high-end models. And I got a keyboard, third-party keyboard, works really well. Feels really good to type. So all this together, it's much cheaper than a Surface Book or Surface tablet. So yeah, this is a way better deal. Also, this one somehow this is so much more responsive to watch YouTube on this tablet than on the Surface Book. On the Surface Book I showed you before, if you tap full screen on YouTube, it takes like 1 second to enlarge the picture to go into full screen mode. Here it's instant. You click, you go to full screen for some reason. I don't know, because that Surface Book is used. So who knows what happened to that, tablet slash laptop. Maybe it was damaged. Maybe it was they swapped the internal organ of the computer, made it slow. I don't know. But this one is just super fast and responsive. I'm super happy with this. I'm currently using this a lot. Every day I'm using it for work as well as for entertainment. So yeah, I could have saved hundreds of euros to go for just a tablet in the first place, instead of going through all these journeys of different tablets, the 2-in-1 laptops that just tormented me, throwing my money away for nothing. Anyways, that is the conclusion. Yeah, I'm really happy with this budget tablet. Yeah, it does pretty much everything that I needed to do. Because I can't really edit real video on Davinci Resolve on Surface Book anyway, so this basically is the same.